All right, how's it going, everybody? I am back. Um, Finally got a new background a little bit. Excited to mix and match and move it around and stuff like that. I really wanted to have a better working flow. So I'm excited to be able to be back. If there's anybody that's in the chat that has prayer requests, go ahead and put it in the chat, or if you'd like to contact me directly, you could be able to do so. I What we're going to be doing is we're going to focus on the continuation of where we are in Genesis 2, verse 14 and 15, to be able to complete the the rivers that stem from the Garden of Eden um, out. So, as we spoke about from before, when it comes to these specific rivers, um, the word river is a little different than what we would probably expect. So let's go ahead and continue from where we were from before. Let's speak about these rivers a little bit. So when it comes to the word river, from what we had from before, let's go back. That was good, Onyx. So if we were to go back to here, we'll see that the word rivers means rivers or heads or sources. So the flow the river flow from pleasure and delight into four sources. That's what we came up with from before. So what we're doing right now is we're writing down those four sources. So the first source was Pishon, and that was freely flowing. The second one was Gihon, and that was bursting forth. And we also put down the location. So now what I'm going to do, I'm also trading at the same time. So if I randomly just stop, I'm going to um, let you know why. Okay. Um, and I guess this gives a little talking point. So when it comes to um, trading and stuff like that, I literally ask God directly. I'm like, hey, please give me the wisdom and knowledge to be able to trade well. And literally a week later, He truly blessed me uh, with great relationships to point me in the right direction as far as being able to trade in the in the right way. I'll explain that and go into that another time. But I really want to complete Genesis 2. I've been in this for way too long. So let's go ahead and read where we left off. So you know what? I can be able to do it like this. Nah, let's do it like this. So we're speaking about the rivers. So a river watering the garden from Eden. Um, you know what? Yeah, here. Let's start here. So now the Lord God planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there he put the man he formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of the garden were the tree of life and the tree of knowledge and knowledge of good and evil. The river watering the ground, the river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there, it was separated into four headwaters. The first is the Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of the land is good, aromatic, aromatic resin, and onyx are also there. The second river is the Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. So now we're going to talk about the third and the fourth river. So the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east of Asher, and the fourth is the Euphrates. So let's go ahead and talk about these specific rivers and see if we can be able to come up with something interesting when it comes to these specific rivers. I wonder if that hit my TP. Let's see. Let's see. Almost. Oh, it literally just almost tapped it. Let me just raise it a little bit. Okay. It literally tapped it, man. You know how often, like my TP is right here, it hits it, but because the spread, it doesn't close. And I have an entry there too. Okay. So I am going to chat to be able to get some extra detail. Genesis study. So we're going to do 13, not 13, 14. So Genesis 14. And we'll put it over here. So um okay, so this is Genesis 14. Let's see if we can find anything interesting when it comes to these specific verses here. Okay, so the name of the third river is a Tigris, flows from Assyria. He calls it Asher here, Hiddekel. The fourth is the Euphrates, which is east of Assyria, flows east of Assyria. Flows is Euphrates. I think it's interesting that um, number one, he just says the Euphrates. It doesn't really say anything more than the Euphrates. I think it's interesting that it only shares the fourth is the river of the Euphrates and no extra detail like the other three rivers. Okay, so the name, the third river. See, what's interesting here, this is river here, but do they say, yeah, this is the same word, second river. Mhm. You see, they call it something different. Here, it's not river, Rashem, here. But then you go here and they call it a specific river. Like, that's not Rashem, that's something different. I think that's interesting. Okay, let's see. In Genesis 2:10, it says Rashem, but for here, the river is, oh my gosh, I'll just leave it. Okay. So let's go ahead and continue. Um, so Tigris, Euphrates, the fourth. I mean, I'm not seeing anything too specific. So finally, we can move on from these rivers. I've been on this for way too long. Okay. Okay, let's move on. All right. So now, the Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. So let's get to know what does that mean? Because that is essentially the first thing he had us do, to go to work. What does work mean? Okay. Oh, I'm so happy we're able to move on. We moved on that for way too long. Okay. Then the Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to cultivate it and keep it. Took the man, okay, and put him in the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Okay, keep uh, to the Garden of Eden to work it. So we have cultivate, dress, work. Keep it, take care of it. All right, let's get to know these words. He took the man. I think it's interesting the word took. He took him. It's like he took him and put him. I think it's interesting that we use the specific words took as if he, like in a video game, you can literally place, pick up someone and place them in a particular place. It wasn't words like he led him where it was his decision or up to him. It was literally he put him in that place. Another question could be, where was he before then? Where was he before the Garden of Eden? Let's go back and read. This is the account of the heavens and the earth they created, when they were when they were created. When the Lord God made the heavens, the earth and the heavens, no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, no plant had yet sprung up, for Lord God had not set rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. So I'm pretty sure we spoke about it already, but I think it's very interesting. Essentially, God was not going to put something on earth if he knew that it wasn't going to be salvaged, if it wasn't going to work well. And the same thing could be said for all of us. He's not going to give us anything that he knows that we're going to fail at. And also, he knows he's not going to give us anything if he knows he's going to put his other people in danger. Um, and obviously, if it's not of his will as well. All right. Um, so no shrub had yet appeared on the earth, and no plant had yet sprung up, for the Lord God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no one to work the ground. But streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then the Lord God formed a man from dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Now he planted the garden to the east in Eden. These are the rivers. Then the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. So that's it. That's all. That was he formed him. It seemed as though the land he cares of more. He created the land and he created a man to work the land. Mm. I think it's funny. Then the Lord took the man to the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. That's what we were supposed to be doing. The first thing that he told us to do was to work the land. And he didn't bring water to the land because he knew it would fail. He needed somebody to work the land. So he created man and put man into the land to work it. Mm, hold on, I gotta look at my trade. Uh, uh, did it break? I don't know if it broke or not. I don't think it broke yet. I'm gonna wait because this is retracement from this. I'm going to wait until. Man, that thing almost hit my TP. It hit my TP, but it didn't close. Okay, so let's continue. All right, let's look at these words. The man, Adam, placed him in the garden, Eden, delight, pleasure. He took him and placed him in delight and pleasure to work it, to serve it, to guard it, to watch over it. He took him and put him in delight and pleasure to work it, to serve it, to guard it, to watch over it. Hmm. Okay, let's continue. And the Lord God commanded the man, you are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will surely die. You will certainly die. Okay, I'm going to put, let's go ahead and let's just do 16 by itself. 216. So as we continue, um, I'm breaking down Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. As we continue, I'm not going to have to break down each and every one. It's just this is the creation of all humanity. Once we go from Adam and Eve and we get into Cain and Abel, that's when we're going to be able to not go as breaking down because it's not as specific and important as we continue. So the Lord God commanded the man, because this is very much like the true beginning of all humanity, our humanity. So the Lord God commanded, the Lord God commanded, the Lord God commanded, va Ishav Yahweh Adonai Elohim. Okay, saying, okay, from any tree of the garden you may eat freely. Of any tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. You are free to eat. Okay, so from all. So this means tree. Let's look at this. So is it a tree? Tree. This means tree. Tree, wood, timber, an actual tree. So the garden, garden. Okay. You may surely eat. Emphasis, freely eat. Okay. So yes, you may freely eat. This is an actual tree that we can surely eat from. Okay. So now let's do 17, 217, 217. Okay. So now this is God speaking. The first command was work the ground. Second uh, thing that was spoken, hey, you can eat from this, but don't eat from this. So let's go into this a little bit more. So he was specific. He said, do this, don't do this, and if you do what I'm saying not to do, this is your oh, it broke. Do I want to do it from here? This is bullet 1, 2, yeah, definitely 3. There's this. I'm gonna wait for retracement. Okay, let's go for retracement. Where are we at right here? Boom, 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 boom. So as I do my study, I also have to go ahead and do my trade as well. These trades don't wait for nobody. Okay, let's see if I can catch it. Gotta catch them all. Oh, I don't know where that came from. All right. So, but from the tree, but from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you should not eat. But from the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat from it. But you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge. So this is knowledge. So when they say knowledge, understanding, hadahat, hadahat. Tov, good. It's the same Tov. Every time that he would say, and it was good, and it was good, he says Tov. I think it's pretty cool that I've started to remember the Hebrew. You just got to stay in the word. I think it's cool. All right. So now, Vara, evil. Vara. Where have I seen that? I know I've seen Vara before. Uh, find Vara. Where is this? 2:9. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this is where I saw it. It was pleasing to sight, good for food, like, and the tree of, yeah. So he made the tree. Yeah. That's the last time I saw it. Vara, evil. Okay, cool. So he said, don't eat from that. Uh, okay. So he said, don't eat from it. Okay. For on the day here, he says, right, for the for on the day that you eat from it, you will surely die. You certainly die. For in the day thou that thou eatest, there shall surely die. For when you eat, you know what's very interesting? In that day you eat. I think in the day, on the day, what I find interesting is he doesn't say, if you eat from it, you will surely die. He said, in the day or on the day. So he knew he was going to eat it. He knew, when you eat this, you will surely die. He knew he was going to do it. Oh, oh Lord. It wasn't an if thing. He said, hey, when you eat from this, you're going to die. Interesting. Let's moteta mut. You will surely die. Absolute, imperfect, certainty, emphasis. You will die. You will die. I want to know where. Okay, maybe this way. So I guess I do have some space here. You will surely die. This way. Not really this way. Yeah, you will surely die. He knew it. He knew it. He knew it. He knew it was going to happen, and he did it. I think it's very interesting. Okay, this way. Okay, well, when it says the word die, I want to know, I want to go a little bit further now. Here, I want to go further now. The word die in this, what does it mean by die? In Genesis 2:17, the word die in Hebrew, what does it mean? Let's see. Because in here, it's mixed up with a bunch of stuff. So I want to see what we have here. Yeah, mut. Death. You will die. Tamut. going on with my stuff? Okay. You will surely die. This is a Hebrew isonym. Literally means moot, death. Because I'm thinking separation from God. Let's see if we can continue. You'll surely die. Adam and Eve did not physically die the moment they ate, but they immediately experienced spiritual separation from God. And that's what I'm trying to, but it says die, death, mut, mot.